What's up, y'all? I hope everybody is doing good, having a good night. You know, I work overnight, so I haven't been on Facebook Live in a while. I mean, I haven't been on YouTube Live in a while, but I'm just glad that I woke up from my sleep to see that a lot of the people showed up to actually vote today. Went on, what's up, man? Oh, what's up, how are you? A lot of people actually went and showed up to vote today, which is a good thing. But I wanted to come on here today and talk about delusional. Delusional people. And I'm gonna leave it up because people can go back and comment on it or whatever. But delusional people, it is so much delusion in the United States of America right now. I don't know why, like, where it's coming from. Why is it being coddled? Why is everybody so delusional? It's a couple of things that happen, not just even with like what's going on with the current administration and how they swear for God, we ain't even made it to the morning yet. They already saying, no, I didn't do a show last night. I don't got time to be playing around with them. If they're gonna do a show or not. See, I make money over on both of these platforms. You know what I'm saying? So, it look like everybody about to be moving to TikTok anyway, to be honest with you. But we ain't even been 24 hours since the motherfucking elections. And they already saying there's some fraud going on. No. This is just one of them times. Well, see, when it's raw numbers, that's kind of hard to stop. See, with the presidential election, of course, you can finagle that. But, of course, the delusional guy with the bad toupee up in the White House is already talking about, upset. I can't wait till the morning time when I get off work. I can't wait till the morning time to see what the hell he got to post. But that's not all I want to talk about tonight. What I want to talk about is delusion. There'll be a lot of stuff on my mind. That's why I normally do Jrock's open book here on YouTube. It's a lot of stuff that be on my mind, and I just be sitting here overnight. I be doing my homework and stuff. I'm taking up psychology, communications. My major is communications with a minor in psychology, but there's a lot of stuff I always wondered about. It's a lot of stuff I already knew, stuff that I have experience with just dealing with so many different people from different walks of life. But what I have learned is, in today's society, in American society, people are fucking delusional. And people done lost their mind. I'm gonna get on the club thing later. I'm gonna talk about this new thing in the club, how people be in the club and their idea of a good time. But let's start with I seen an article on Facebook about a man in the restroom, in a woman's restroom, saying he trans. This is Tens of Chops. My YouTube, this is Tens of Chops. I'm over here on my YouTube too. So y'all already know we support. Y'all already know what we support over here. LGBTQIA, and if you don't like it, get the fuck. My platform, don't give a shit, right? But delusion is so fucking crazy now until you have people that will literally say they're trans, ain't did no HRT, ain't did no type of moans, ain't did no type of nothing. I have an issue, and this may sound ignorant, coming from a gay man. I just say gay, even though I love people. I have a problem with someone going in that is presenting as a male You have everything dealing with male. You're wearing male clothes. You are, nothing about you is giving woman, but, hello Tina, but you're gonna go in the women's restroom, and get into it with the ladies in there that's saying that you are a guy. This world is fucked up. America is fucked up because let me tell you why this is real. There's so many layers to this, and it's hard to explain because on one hand, I respect you for whoever. I respect you for whoever you want to be. If you want to be an elephant today, child, be the best elephant you can be. If you want to be a rock, be the best rock you can be. If you want to say I'm a can of Red Bull, I respect it. Have a great life, can of Red. Can y'all please bring back the green apple Red Bull? I'm trying to get some endorsements. Anyway, I drink all Red Bulls. But anyways, this man went into the women's restroom. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack that. This woman of trans experience went into the woman's restroom, but is still presenting as a man. This is where I say that delusion has taken the fuck over the United States of America. We live in such a sensitive time till we can't even tell people the truth. You're a woman of trans experience. Get it. Love you. Be what you want to be. If you want to be a bag of M&Ms today, be a bag of M&Ms. That's not my business. You are a bag of M&Ms. But if you say you're a bag of M&Ms, but you want to be placed where the Skittles at, but you still, I mean, but you look like a bag of Skittles, I can't place you with the M&Ms on the shelf. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how, like, people don't understand. Like, they said that you don't have to have HRT, you don't have to go through hormones, you don't have to eat. The simple thought of being a woman is what makes you trans. Who said that? Who said that? I welcome all comments over here on YouTube. This is a gay page. This is a gay supporting page. So, I mean, if you got time tonight and you want to come over here and you want to do all of that, you know what I'm saying? Waste your time doing it. So, hey, we're trying to get some understanding here because at the end of the day and the beginning of the next, you got to wake up. I got to wake up. If I cut myself right now, I'm going to bleed red. If you cut yourself right now, you're going to bleed red. So who cares? We need all the same things to breathe. If you go and look up psychology and look up health, we all got brains, we all got hearts, we all are human. That's the problem with society today. People don't know what a human is and they treat people wrong. But like I said, I can't get canceled. That's the thing, that's the difference between me, madam. I can't get canceled. I made sure that I did what I needed to do in my life to ensure that I could never be canceled. I can't be canceled. But I seen that article today, and I'm thinking that when I see the face of the person that went into the women's restroom, I was going to see someone that is at least attempting to present as the person they say they are. You see what I'm saying? I don't be knowing what that beeping is. Hopefully it's not the government trying to, you know, get me. But anyways, what is that? Oh, well, if I can do it in my house, I can do it here. But like I said, it really kills me how delusional people have got. The picture come up and I'm looking at the person that looks to be, The person that went in the woman's restroom, when the argument was going down and I seen the black girl, people thought they just started looking around their room for that beat. No, it's not. I asked maintenance and everything. It's not carbon monoxide, but thank y'all for y'all concerns and stuff like that. It's not that. It's the thing right there. But I really be trying to do this respectfully. I'm really trying to say this respectfully because it's blowing my mind about how delusion is coddled, how delusion is accepted. You see what I'm saying? I almost be feeling like it's, and y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this, I be feeling like it's the right side and the right wing, the conservatives that go out here on purpose and do this stuff just to fuck with me. That's what I be feeling like. Like y'all do this to make it hard for the people that are really living this life, having the actual experience, actually having issues with people that's so worried about what's going on in their personal lives. So in order for y'all to get y'all point across, y'all go do stuff like this. That's my belief. I believe that, because you can't tell me that when you looked in the fucking mirror today and you chose to say, I am in the wrong body. I'm in the wrong body. No matter what people feel, no matter what people think. I go through psychology. Right now I'm in clinical neuropsychology. And yes, if y'all really understood how the human body was set up from the brain down to the organs, it makes sense. It makes sense. But we're not gonna dive into that. So trans been here, right? Being born in the wrong body is a thing. I don't care what nobody say. And you can take it all the way back from medical, and you can take it all the way back to even spiritual. And then like me, indigenous background, two-spirited type people and stuff, we can go into that, but we're not gonna go into that. But let's talk about reality. Let's talk about living in truth. When you walked up to the mirror today and you seen how you was presenting, knowing the current climate and knowing what you could possibly face when you leave out the door, you telling me that when you looked in the mirror and you seen the way you was presenting yourself and you chose to put on men clothes, you chose to make sure that your hair is cut like a male, you chose to go presenting as a male into a woman's bathroom and argue with women that you are trans. Who's supporting that? I can't get jiggy with it. I just cannot. I cannot get jiggy with that. I just can't. I cannot. That's like committing mental, psychological suicide. Like, why? That's why I said delusion have set in. Somebody's gonna say, that's not right. He should be able, or she should be able, or they should be able. Why do you go outside to bring more? If you just don't give a damn, then I'm with you. If you down, if you don't give a damn, I'm with you. If you just like, bitch, I said what the fuck I said, I'm going in the motherfucking bathroom and I'm gonna suffer the consequences, and I knew what I was going with, I can kind of back you up and say, well, you know what you're gonna get into. But it's the ones that's, why are you doing this to me? And you can't do that. And what? You knew. You knew. And I'm sitting up here looking at the pictures. I'm thinking that it's the black girl that's trans. No, it's the black girl that was arguing with, why are you in this bathroom? And the person kept saying they trans, and I'm looking like, who's trans? Who? So then I said, well, are they a trans, are they a man of trans experience? And they're trying to prove a point, because I've seen that too, where you have a man of trans experience that's like making a point. You know what I'm saying? I go to the men's restroom because I'm a man, but because of what y'all believe, let me go on over here and see how this pans out. Now y'all see what happens? So leave me alone and let me go pee. So I can get that point. But you're not even a man of trans experience. You are a woman of trans experience presenting as a man going into the women's restroom. I, honest to God, feel like that is right-wing, Republican MAGA type shit to make it hard for people that really are trying to live their lives the way that they want to live. And if it's not, it's crazy. It's delusion. Delusion has set in so bad in this country, and everybody just accepts every goddamn thing. You can come up and just say you want to be whatever you want to be, and people just say, okay. If you are a bag of M&Ms, if you say I'm a bag of M&Ms, this is what I am, I'm going to respect that, right? But if you're presenting like a bag of Skittles, don't expect me to put you with the M&Ms. Why are you trying to be over here with the M&Ms when you're presenting as a bag of Skittles? You're taking me on a doozy here. Then it's like nobody wants to offer grace in the learning and the unpeeling and the to really understand humanity. It takes grace to understand humanity, because right here, even in the LGBTQIA plus community, we still is like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Help me help you. Help me support you. But let's not be delusional when we doing this. If this is who you truly are, how am I able to protect you when you're going out here and, like you said, Brazil, you choosing violence? Oh, they're more Democrats than liberals? Well, that's crazy. That lets me know that delusion has set in. That lets me know that delusion has set in. You sound zesty as hell. Duh. When you came over here on this YouTube channel, there is this rainbow that says tens of chops. Due to the fact you cannot understand what you've seen, maybe you don't understand what a 10 or a chop is, maybe you just got here and you didn't hear, and I'm studying saying we, LGBTQIA, that makes you a chop. So since you're on the Tens or Chops television network, you don't get tens, boo. You are a fucking chop, because you don't understand where you at. You had the choice to scroll past, go on. You must be a MAGA Republican. Never mind. Can't argue with y'all. Y'all about dumb as hell. You're on a gay network. Okay? You a chop, nigga. Okay, E.T. Go phone home somewhere. But anyway, I love YouTube because y'all come over here dumb as hell. But delusion has set in, which brings me back. That's one thing of delusion that I've seen today. You see what I'm saying? Damn, why you calling us dumb? See, you're dumb too. Because I didn't say, I was talking to E.T. I was talking to if the shoe fit, word. If the glove fit, you must have quit. So shut up. But anyways, like I said, I'm down there just trolling. I'm an ultra MAGA Republican. Yay. Wonder how you feel tonight. Your president is going through it. I can't wait till the morning time. But anyway, let's talk about some more delusions. That was one delusional thing I seen today. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I don't feel like I'm wrong. Why do people choose violence? If I'm here to help you, I'm here to even understand. Because at the end of the day, humanity is not, a human is a human. You see what I'm saying? A human is a human. That's the problem. I feel like we worry too much about people's private lives till we can't even focus on what's going on in public so we can all coexist. Why y'all be so upset? I know God loves me. God loves you too. So that's one thing. If somebody said I'm gonna get canceled, baby, you can't cancel me. I can't be canceled. The only people that can be canceled is people with something to lose. How you gonna cancel me? I give a fuck what people think about me or what people say about me. The only people that can be canceled is people that depend on people to survive. If you have to depend on somebody to survive, you can be canceled. I don't depend on nobody to survive because I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler. If you don't understand the system of which the system in which you live, of course you can be canceled. I can't be canceled because I understand the system in which I live. Bitch, if you take me to jail right now, I bet you I'll survive. I'm not worried about none of that. I've done what I need to do in life. I'm good. So now I'm doing this. I do what the fuck I want. And I say what I want. And if don't nobody like it, they can jump over the side of the ship because mine's going to keep rolling, right? But once again, how can I support you if you choose violence and being delusional? That's the first delusional thing I had seen. Another delusional thing that I have seen is people go to clubs. This is killing me. I don't understand this for the life of me. People go to clubs. What the hell be on y'all mind before y'all get to the club? Whatever you going through in life before you step through the club door. Like, when y'all be getting ready, do y'all be thinking about the fight y'all gonna have? Or, I'm trying to understand. When you get to the club, they got this thing called security, right? What is the security supposed to do? What is their purpose? What is the what is the purpose of security at a club? And can anybody tell me, they're like, why do we have security at a club? Why do we have bouncers? Why do we have security? Because when y'all get there and y'all bring y'all issues from outside, inside, and y'all get to tussling, do security supposed to stand there and say, okay, guys, okay, ladies, stop it, calm down, stop it? How do y'all feel a situation should be de-escalated? If there are people in the club having a good time and two people get to tussling and fighting and all this kind of stuff, what is the best way to de-escalate people fighting? Okay? Now, people have told me this, and this is why I feel like it's a crock of shit. And people are delusional. We getting back, I'm gonna tell y'all we're gonna get back to delusional. Everybody drunk and they full of alcohol and all this kind of stuff, so what you expect? If you don't know how to hold your liquor, don't drink. I am a United States sailor. I did 21 years in the world's most powerful military organization, the United States Navy. I have been to clubs all around the fucking world. I have clubbed with the best of them. I have partied with the best of them. I have been out all night with the best of them. I have been with some drunk, slushed motherfuckers in my time that went out, had a good time, even was in the same place they got beef with somebody, but that ain't about that. I came out with my boys, I came out with the girls, I came out to have a good time. And we all made it back to the ship untouched. Right? Right? So, if we all made it to the ship, what is the other person's problem to where they got drunk and they got to act the ass? Why do y'all come in the club fighting and stuff, and then when y'all come to the clubs fighting and you come with your baddie shot o'clock mentality, right? You come with your baddie shot o'clock mentality, and then the security grab you, and I've seen this with my own eyes. First they ask you, First, they ask you to stop, leave, calm down, all this stuff. Of course, we in the time of I do what I do, I say what I said, I'm blah blah blah. Y'all don't care. Now you own that liquor because you don't know how to control your liquor. Stop drinking if you can't control your liquor, right? You own that liquor and all this kind of stuff. They didn't got you from the dance floor all the way pushed all the way to the door, all this stuff. They trying to get you out of here. Then next thing you know, you start like. Then when they start like getting a little rough, now all of a sudden they mishandling you. Now you want to get into it with the security, with your bare hands, and they sitting up here with pepper spray, all kind of stuff in there. What? How do a security get somebody irate out of a club? That's where the delusion will come in. I can't stand this club. Y'all need to close this club. This club is against us. This club is against black people. Then you go to the gay club. This club is against gay people. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm fucking shit my pants, bruh. Were you in the Navy by chance? I was in the Navy by choice, and the Navy accepted me because I was the best person for the job. And when I sit there and I went for the job, this is how, you see what I'm saying? Delusion. Bitches be delusional. They be thinking that you can't be gay and be in the military. They be thinking that you can't be trans, you can't do best as them. They can. Y'all sound dumb as fuck. I went to the Navy as an 18-year-old. I was told that I was not gonna make it. I went in there like trying to be just a regular person in the Navy, ended up in charge in boot camp, got the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Award, graduated, went to the military August 18, 2000, graduated around October 23rd, 2000, was the leading leader in the whole boot camp division with over 200 and something people there. I was the #1 leader, the gay one. Went to a ship, lead mind warfare electrician, right? The gay one, right? Went to Master at Arms School and did Navy law enforcement. Lead patrolman of the gay one, the gay one, over all these men, the gay one, right? Yeah. Only to stay in there when people can't stay in there because y'all too coward to even go through boot camp. Half of you motherfuckers that got something to say about somebody being gay in the military can't even get through boot camp. You bitches can't even get through life. You bitches couldn't even clean your fucking rooms when you was kids. You bitches don't know your ear hole from your fucking asshole. You bitches still need your motherfucking parents to help you survive, right? But you got so much to fucking say about a gay person in the military. Y'all went through Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Only to make it past 4. Make it past 6, make it past 10, make it past 15, make it past motherfucking 20 and hit that 1 and be paid for the rest of my motherfucking life as a chief, a motherfucking chief. Go do your motherfucking research on what it takes to actually go through a chief season. But my name tag is because, like I said, I can't be canceled. My name is Cedric Johnson, Jrock Ebony, the CEO of Tens of Chops. What? You're on here giving me views. Thank you. Cha-ching. So, like I said, delusion. Why do y'all come to the club? They had took me off topic because they was like, was you in the Navy by chance? Or was you in the Navy by choice? I was in the Navy by choice because I was in JROT. I was a Boy Scout. Then I was in JROTC. And then when I became 18 years old, I sat back and I looked at myself and I said, see, the problem with y'all is y'all don't have people that raise y'all. Y'all don't have people that raise y'all right. Y'all don't have people that by the time you get 18, throughout your high school years, y'all must don't have, I feel like, no, I know, because I've already did the research, because I was also a United States Navy recruiter and the best this side of Mississippi, the recruiter in charge of the year in 2010. Let's talk about that. But anyways, recruiting in every ghetto and every hood in the United States of America ain't never had a problem millie rocking on any block, knocking on any door. Recruited in the raciest places of Erie County, all through the Allegheny Forest, ain't still got people in. I millie rocks on any block. The gay one, right? So what are you doing with your lives, right? So my thing is I don't be feeling like these kids be getting raised right. That's why they so delusional and they can't take shit. I just don't, I don't know. I feel like everybody delusion. They feel like they can do stuff and they don't understand. There we go. They don't understand cause and effect. When I was growing up in my household from ninth grade, really middle school, my grandmother always told me that by the time you get 18, you need to have something figured out. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. Unfortunately, I grew up single grandparent in the hood, in the ghetto, and I knew that I didn't want to go to jail. I knew that I didn't want to be dead on the street. I knew that I had to make a choice. I had to make choice. I had to make a choice, and what was the best choice for me? So by the time I turned 18, I said to myself, what did I do? What did I do great in high school? I had a scholarship for track and field to Northwestern State University in Natchitoches, Louisiana. You see what I'm saying? The Purple Demons. I also was supposed to go to TCU, but I knew that that's not what I wanted to do. I knew that when I was in middle school, through high school, that I was on drill team, color guard, ROTC, the best inspections. I love JROTC. Let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, going region to region, state to state, winning cadet challenge, which is the physical fitness competition, doing more push-ups, sit-ups, all this kind of stuff. See, that's why I don't be understanding about that gay shit. Y'all be always talking about gay shit, but then it's the gay boy out there winning cadet challenge. It's the gay boy out there doing the most push-ups, the most sit-ups, and running a mile and a half in like 5 minutes and stuff. Ooh, the smartest, the strongest, the most intellectual, and the winner. That's why I keep my trophies. I got trophies all the way from 5 years old. I keep my trophies. I keep my accomplishments because somebody's gonna come and tell me what I'm not, and I can always look back and look at the proof and keep my receipts of what I am. You see what I'm saying? So when people come on and they be telling me all this kind of stuff, oh, you sound zesty. Okay. You're on a zesty channel, fool. Take your ass to a straight channel. How about that? And I can fight. Don't forget that. But I don't. So, yeah, but my personal life is my business, blah, 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 blah. I like putting my personal life out there because it gets to show you humanity. It gets to show you humanity. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a private person. I'm not worried about being canceled. But by choice, I chose to go to the United States Navy because I knew that I did really good in that type of stuff in high school and everything, right? I knew that I could excel in there. That's what I wanted to do, go to the military. So that's why I went in there, right? So I knew to do that. These new, I don't know who been raising these kids with no resilience, no heart. They don't understand cause and effect. They do stuff, then get upset when the consequences happen to them for the things that they do. They tell you that this shouldn't happen to them. I'll be like, if you touch fire, it's gonna, if you jump in the pool, you will be wet. This new society feels like, oh my God, I should be able to jump into the pool and be dry. Unfortunately, you jumped in the pool and you got wet because water makes you wet. Like, then we'll have people backing them up. I understand that the water is wet, and when they jump in the water, they're supposed to be wet, but they should be able to be dry, and that's their choice. Some things, like, the delusion be killing me. Well, if it's dry water, you'll be dry. An actual thing. You see what I'm saying? It be the trolls like that. And sometimes they be trolling, right? But let me tell you what I figured out. You trolling, and while you trolling, somebody else taking what you said serious. Because what has happened is, when I grew up, you had different type of people going to school. You had the general population of children that were going to school, just the regular kids, right? You had the AP kids, they were a little advanced, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you may be homeschooled, or maybe you was schooled, or I don't know what kind of school you went to, but I'm talking about how I was grew up, and maybe I'm fucked up because of how I was raised. In the schools I went to, you had your regular students, you had your AP students that were above the rest, that was intellectual. You had your remedial students that may just need a little help, but they'll get it. They all right. They may, got some little deficiencies. You got to be with them out. Then you had your special ed, right? Special ed. Then you had just straight handicap, what back in the day they used to call retarded. Unfortunately, we can't say that no more. Mentally challenged. You can't even say that no more. You can't say that no more because you can't even say mentally challenged. You can't say the R word. You can't say nothing no more. So whatever include to that, they needed special care. We went to school with all those different people, right? Special ed was not in the regular class. They didn't put a special ed student in the AP class, and they were not amongst the AP students because their understanding and their mental, they couldn't even be with the regular kids. How they gonna be with the AP kids, right? I have realized that now since social media has came out, all those kids are in these comments together. So what we get is some special ed kids trying to tell the AP kids what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't. Which blows my mind. I am old enough to have went to schools and been a recruiter and seen who was in special ed and who was remedial. And then when they graduate, see them out there being mentors to somebody. I am old enough to have went to schools and recruited and been in schools and seen who was in special ed, and then when they graduated later on in life, seen that they were mentors of somebody. How you leading somebody and you can't even lead yourself to the damn potter to take a shit? And then you say, well, maybe something clicked. Maybe something changed. You have a conversation with this person and you say, you just as slow as you always been. How are you leading anybody? Then you talk to the people that they're leading and you're like, how y'all not see that how y'all see that the clock don't go all the way to 12? The elevator ain't left the lobby to make it up to the top floor. It's still in the lobby. Baby, they ain't even got out the car. Like, oh, everybody just mixed up now. And you know what somebody says? This is the delusion. I'm telling you, delusion. I am a student right now at UNT Dallas, right? And when I'm in class, I have noticed, baby, special ed can go to college. The remedial kids, they don't have to get a regular degree. They could be in college. I be sitting in class with some of these kids and some of the answers that they give back, I be just saying to myself, did you go through 9th grade? We're not gonna even talk about graduating. Did you make it through 9th grade? Because how are you not getting this? How are you not getting this? How are you not getting this? College ain't nothing but a scam. That's what I've been figured out. They're just trying to get their money because how are you not getting this? And how are you passing if you don't get it? How do you get to go to the dean or the school and say, oh, I have special needs to where I don't understand the class, but I can still pass the class? But me, I better pass that class and learn to get my, yeah, 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 yeah. But either way it go, that's neither here nor there. Delusion. Delusion have set in. You can be whatever you want to be. Can't nobody stop you from being what you want to be, even though that is not your ability to be that. That's why we got the situation that we in now. You got a bunch of dumb fucks, goddamn nincompoops and imbeciles that's running this country that ain't got a lick of goddamn on experience of running shit but they mouths and themselves in the fucking hole. It is so weird to me how you can have somebody that's never been in the military tell the military what the fuck to do and ain't never walked that life. One thing that I can say is if it's not broke, don't fix it. And leadership has been leadership since the beginning of time. In order to be a great leader, you have to be a great follower. In order to be a great follower, you have to be a great leader. They are vice versa. How you gonna lead somebody and you don't have the experience of the life that you're leading? You don't even have the wherewithal to turn to the people that do walk that life and trust what they say to lead those people because you don't have the experience and you're not trying to get the experience. How are you qualified to lead them? You're not. But in this country, you should give them a chance. In this country, no, we know they don't have no experience in leadership. We know they don't know nothing about the military, but they should be the commander-in-chief because they should, delusional. De-fucking-lusional. Delusional. It's like, it's like delusional. It is so much freaking. Thank you, Sarah Reynolds, for the donation. If y'all want to donate on YouTube, by all means, go ahead. I don't care. You can do $1.99. You can do $1. You can do whatever. You can send a heart. You can send a super gift. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, I'm going to still go. Like I said, I'm going to still keep going live. But this country is delusional. Delusional as fuck. They tell their kids. You know, I come from a time when I grew up, you know, people tell you you can do anything that you put your mind to. I believe it. I do believe it, right? But I also believe that if you put your mind to something and it just ain't working, maybe you need to try something the fuck else. If you putting your mind to something and you are still in the same place, maybe you need to try something else. Here goes the great wisdom about that. If you really want to be something, but you're not getting there, do something else, but still touch back on that till it happens for you. That's why I don't even understand nothing about college. College, you can have a major, you can have a minor, right? Use that in your life. My major, I'm not getting there yet. But let me take up something on the side so I can sustain, so I can be stable, so I can be... No, this delusional ass world be like, if no, you stick to this and if you just keep doing it and I don't care, like it's gonna come one day, blah, blah. Baby, who feeding you? Who gonna pay your bills? Who gonna help you sustain? You better wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee. I ain't been nervous all day because whatever's gonna be is gonna be, JoJo. Whatever's gonna be is gonna be. I know tomorrow morning, Wig is gonna wake up, gonna swoop that joker that way like that, and gonna have so much stuff to say on Truth Social to where you just be like, what? Girl, what? The government has aliens and we have angels. We ain't trading with them. How did it go in Texas? I'm still trying to wait on the final results to look at the props because we didn't have like no candidates or nothing on the ticket to be running because who I need to get out is Hot Wheels. If I could push Hot Wheels down a flight of stairs in that chair, I would. You know what I'm saying? Lord forgive me. But we didn't have like people that we was waiting on. We're waiting to see which propositions that got passed. I looked it up and I don't see like the last results, or maybe I just looked in the wrong place. But we just worried about some of those propositions. All the crazy stuff, the reason why I'm glad that California did what California did is because when it comes down to Texas, The worst thing that happened to us has already happened, and that was the redistricting and the redrawing of the maps in Texas and the gerrymandering that was done because Wig asked Hot Wheels to do it. You see what I'm saying? And so now my vote is not equal to a white person's vote. Like, because the way that they have drew the district lines to make it seem like we don't need as much as other people need. So that has already been done. So to be honest with you, and this is crazy, the people of Texas was looking at California and just knowing California gonna do what they need to do because Texas did what they did. So by Prop 50 being passed, thank you, California, for showing up. Thank you in California. I'm in Cali, so we won here. And thank you for California for showing up and doing what y'all did. Because at the end of the day and the beginning of the next, you know what I'm saying? Delusional. People that sit up there and say, child, I'm not going to go vote. It ain't going to do nothing for me and stuff like that. Everything going to be all right. Baby, let me tell y'all something. See, I think a lot of people that say, I don't think I know, to the uneducated people, and not in a bad way, because, hey, I went to school all the way till I was 18 and then joined the United States Navy, and I know what I know, but I'm glad I went to college after retirement, then going to college right after 18, because with my experience in life and just living and all this kind of stuff, and then leading and then being a part of many different backgrounds, many different nationalities, many different, you know, upbringing, people, all this kind of stuff, it makes my understanding of what I'm learning open. It makes it open. And what I have realized is a lot of us don't realize how the South turned black and then turned back white before. It is ingrained in you as black people to say that your vote do not matter and your vote do not count. That is a strategy that has been done ever since the KKK was invented. A lot of people look at the KKK and they wonder, how did they come about? Or they don't wonder how they came about. They just don't even know what is. The KKK started because of voting. For everybody that go out there and say, my vote don't count, your voting is the reason the KKK started. Because black people and slaves had started getting the right to vote, and they had started voting so much till things started looking different in the South. People that look like them started representing them, right? So now you have people that are so threatened by black people. Oh my God, they're gonna take over, revolt, and turn over. We're superior. To think that you are superior is an inferior mindset. Because in order for you to be fighting to be superior, you must think that you are inferior. Because what are you fighting for superiority for? But these people that want to be the supreme race and all these racist ass people, seeing that things were starting to look up because people were utilizing their right and utilizing their voices, they put on them hoods. Them extremist groups came together, put them hoods on and start terrorizing people at the polls. Start putting crosses in people's yards. Start raping people's wives, killing people's children, till the black men started saying, it's not worth it. I'll live my life. They even had black people back in the day that said, shoot, when we was enslaved, we had to go through a lot. But to be killed because we vote and we just want somebody that understands what's going down on the ground to be able to speak for us up at the top so we can have some type of even equity or playing field. If this takes me being terrorized and my wife being raped and me being killed because I voted, I'm just not. And they stopped. And you know what happened after they stopped? The legislation started changing back to what it had changed from. And now we got this thing in the community of my vote don't count. When it comes down to this, when it comes down to these local elections, you know why Wig, Mr. Cheeto is so upset right now and we ain't even been 24 hours? Because he cannot control those local elections. Even if they tried, it is too difficult to try and control or do any kind of finagled ass bullshit with local elections. You can have your buddies and stuff that are governors and sitting in seats and stuff like that to try it in their different states and stuff like that. But the ones that's not on your side, you cannot. See, the presidential election with all these electoral votes and all this kind of stuff, I'm not worried about all of that. Them local elections, do you know how many propositions have to pass in different cities? You see what I'm saying? I need to get some all black contacts so I can imitate them. He don't know what he's talking about. Okay, whatever. There's so much hate in this world. You got people that will log on to YouTube. I like watching what people have to say, even if I don't agree with it. You know why? It shows me just how much hate is truly in the world. You can come on here with so much love, right? You can come on here talking with sense. You can come on here trying to get an understanding, and somebody's gonna spew hate in the bottom. But them same people that spew hate in the bottom is millions of them. There's like millions of them. You can be white, I can be black. You can be straight, I can be gay. But why can't we live? Why can't we live? Why can't we be human? Every last one of us is human first. We be so focused on what makes us different till we can't even focus on what makes us the same. And what makes us the same is what makes us live and what keeps us breathing. The things that make us the same, literally, scientifically, biologically, is what keeps us alive. If we focused on the things that made us the same, we wouldn't have the issues we have today, because the things that makes us the same is how we're going to live. Literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and biologically. And just the human biology. But it's so many people down here that don't understand and ain't trying to understand, don't have the care to understand, and that's when I say that they're evil. I feel like evil people is, if you come on here and you tell me I'm wrong and you explain it to me, I'm willing to listen to see if, what am I wrong about, right? But y'all choose to worship people. Y'all worship people, and that's y'all problem. Y'all choose to worship these people I heard that spew all of this goddamn rhetoric and spew all this bullshit, but y'all don't even want to understand. Y'all don't even try to understand. That's how I know. That's how I know it's evil. When a person think that they are superior and a person think that they are better than the next race, that's some evil ass shit. You still gotta breathe. You still gotta live. You still have a brain. You still have blood running through your veins. You a human. Half of y'all ain't even smarter than the people that y'all hate. Half of y'all ain't even capable as the people that y'all hate. On both sides. But you can't get no understanding from somebody that has zero understanding. That's why, the world is full of people like that. That's why I welcome all comments, because I can see the comments and I can say, see, a lot of people like to block comments. A lot of people like to say, do you want this comment? YouTube will bring something up. This message is held for review. Do you want this on here? We don't. See, I'm not the kind of person that get upset and I just get, oh my God. I wasn't built like that. I wasn't built like that to sit up here and cry and be like, me as a gay man, I ain't no punk bitch. I know people ain't gonna like me. I know people gonna disagree with me. I'm not delusional to think that everybody's gonna like everything I say just because I'm coming from a genuine place. I know you motherfuckers not gonna like me. I know that you were raised like that, and that's a good thing about going to the Navy. I'm glad I went to the Navy to see different, like I said, to see different mentalities and realize no matter what I say, no matter what I do, you're still gonna be you. The reason why I welcome comments on my page and I leave them there, because I need others to see exactly who's on the left and the right of them. Everybody's not here for equity. Everybody's not here for humanity. And when you start figuring that out, then you know how to move. Is living in isolation bad? That depends on if you can take that mentally and like using your, some people do that. Some people live in isolation because they just don't like humans. I say that sometimes myself. I can't stand humans. When you sitting up here and you just trying to live your life, you just trying to make $1. You just trying to eat. You just trying to pay your bills. You see the next person, you say, how you doing? Bless you. Good luck. Have a nice day. And then somebody hates you. Damn. You walk outside, it's a beautiful day, and you smile, and somebody say, why the fuck you smiling? Damn. You know what I'm saying? You riding down the street, you see somebody with a baby, the baby start laughing, then you smile. The fuck you smiling for? Damn. Really? There are people out there that are upset at folks that smile. That's where evil come in. Evil, good. If you don't like something good, then what does that make you? Somebody not even fucking with you. Somebody not even dealing with you. Gay man walk down the street, minding his business. Trans walking down the street, minding their business. Faggot, what? Damn. What did they do to you? Oh, the gay agenda. Delusional. Delusional. How is there a gay agenda? So you're saying there's a gay agenda because people are surviving and people are living and people are tired of being in the closet and they're just living their lives and it's been like this since the beginning of time? But because you're ignorant and you chose and somebody brainwashed you to feel that you are superior and you're the only human that walked the earth, everybody else is not human. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that likes to send gifts and stuff like that. I take all gifts. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you do, if you don't, I'm just going live and stuff like that. I like to go live. This is Jrock's Open Book. You can always look at other things on my page. You can go to the playlist. You can see like the podcast, like We're in the House, where we talk about chosen families and different things. Or you can go and look at my Jrock Open Book tab and talk about Jrock Open Book. If you decide you want to go to the military and be in the Navy, I still do that type of stuff for people that it may help them. It may benefit them now and in the future. Go to my little Navy page and see if it's something that's going to benefit you now and in the future. Do you think that this is something that you could do if you want to be in the Navy? I got that part. I have advocacy on my page where we go out and we empower people and stuff like that. You know, people don't like me for that. People don't like me because I like humans. People don't like me because I care about humanity. People don't like me because I tell you the goddamn truth. It's crazy. Is being nice to gays. Is he being nice to gays? Before I leave and like chat. If not, I'm going to keep scrolling. Goated. This is an LGBT page. Everybody has the right to keep scrolling. If you don't like it that I am who I am or whatever, I'm just telling y'all how it's like the delusion, how people are so delusional in America. But once again, I'm gonna go on and go on. I did my time on here. I'm gonna go over to TikTok and talk about the same damn thing, which is delusion and defeat. I'm waiting for the morning. I'm at work. I don't really do nothing at work. I decided to do something for 21 years that was gonna set me up for life. So I really don't want a real job no more, right? Who wants a real job when you get paid every month, right? And it's good for me. So this is my little side job because my mama like to ask me for $20. My nieces and nephews are always in my pockets. So, you know, I gotta have that money and I don't want to get on my pension or my disabilities and stuff, right? So I'm gonna go over on TikTok and do the same thing, talk about people that's delusion defeat because it's gonna get me through the night. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not an ally. I'm not an ally. I'm one of the girls. You know, they come on here and say that I'm zesty, and I'm like, I'm the zest in zesty. It's just that I don't look like what you portray as what LGBTQIA is to some people. Oh, I'm one of them. I walk balls. I am a winner. If you go to my page and look at my playlist and everything, I am the father of many. You see what I'm saying? Work on subscribing right now. But do the hair again. Why you want me to swoop my bang? You know what I'm saying? And you know what's so funny about that? Because I'm a comedian also, y'all. Like, sometimes you got to make funny out of some crazy stuff. You know, I just swoop my bang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my bang right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, Trump should swoop his that way. But I just swoop my bang. But here goes the funny part about that. Right up in here, the hair don't even grow right here to even get a fucking bang to even swoop. So what the fuck am I really swooping? I just thought I would tell you. I just thought, see me, I'm a laugh. I'm a laugh. I'm a laugh. Y'all want to sit up here. Y'all want to be haters on this YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come over here and everything. Like sometimes I do stuff and I have to call myself out. Like, what are you actually swooping? Because even if you grew your hair out, ain't nothing growing right here to come down to here to even do that. So what are you really swooping behind your ear? Okay? But that's how I felt. The inner me says, swoop your bang. Get it out your face. Because it's a lot of people, you know, you got to kind of get that hair out of your face to really see, like, what is you really saying? What you talking about? Because at the end of the day, in the beginning of the next, like I told y'all, I know how to fight. Do I go out looking for problems? No, I don't. I don't go out looking for problems. IG is Jrock Dupree, JROCKDUPREE. The GOAT, I mean, not the GOAT. GOAT, my TikTok is Legendary Jrock Ebony. Legendary Jrock Ebony. My platform is Tensor Chops, all one word. TENSORCHOPS. Tensor Chops. You know what I'm saying? That's Tensor Chops. But my Tensor Chops is where I put all my videos and stuff like that, dealing with ballroom, advocacy, all that kind of stuff and everything. And you can follow stuff. You can go to my community page here on Tensor Chops to see what the next function's coming up in these different areas, different events, political, whatever, follow and stuff like that, right? But my IG, just my IG for me, if you want to get in touch with Cedric Johnson, Jrock Ebony, my IG is Jrock Dupree, JROCKDUPREE. My TikTok is Legendary Jrock Ebony, JROCK, Legendary Jrock Ebony. Follow me on TikTok. I'm about to go over there and talk about the same thing. Jesus love all. You just repent and follow Christ. I repent every night. I've been repenting since I was a 4-year-old little boy and I knew that I liked boys. And I've been asking God, what is going on with me? Like, why? Ever since I was 4 years old. When my father passed away at 4, I was like, dang, I can't even tell him what's going on with me to even how to be. I still remember all the way back to those days. I grew up in fear and trembling. I grew up every single night on my knees begging God to make me the right way. I grew up as a youth minister in the Church of God in Christ. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I have been repenting for 43 years. I wake up every day and I say, Lord, forgive me for all my sins and all my shortcomings. If you find anything that shouldn't be, take it out and strengthen me because I want to be right. I want to be saved and I want to be whole. I asked him that and I asked him that and I asked him that and I asked him that over and over for 43 years and I still take my heart and conform it, take my mind and take my will and form it to yours. Take everything, like not my will, but your will be done. Like take my desires and everything and make them yours and all that. And at 43. So that's why I say you just got to live this life. You got to wake up every day. You got to go see God for yourself. So when people tell me to repent, I repent. Because at the end of the day, you got to seek God for yourself. I got to seek God for myself. One thing I can say that is when I go to the judgment seat, if there is a judgment seat, because when you do the Bible and you research and you see all the things that they took away out of it and you really do a research, you don't know what to believe these days. But if there is a seat at the end of the day and I have to go stand before the judgment seat, I am 100% sure that that entity, man, woman, or whoever you want to call it, know that I got on my knees and I prayed and I asked him. So you, my friends, can't judge somebody that is already talking to the judge and the executioner and asking with a genuine heart in the privacy of them and that entity to make them to what they want them to be. But hey, living your truth. Stop being delusional. I'm not a delusional person. I know my truth. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all and all this kind of stuff and act like it. No, I got flaws. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Follow me, follow me, follow me. Subscribe because I be on here sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I welcome all comments. We may learn something from each other. You may not agree with what I agree with. I may not agree with what you agree with. But we might come to like, oh, now, hold on now. I don't like your ugly ass. But you said something. I can agree with that. There's an agreement somewhere. That's why I don't understand about this Republican Democrat bullshit. It's an agreement somewhere. Bitch, I don't have to like you. I don't have to fuck with you, and that's okay. But if you said some real shit, you said some real shit. Now, come on now. Like, you know, come on. Now, you can be a racist ass motherfucker, but if you tell me if I run this stop sign, I'm gonna get T-boned, then you know what, you racist motherfucker? You right about that. I don't like your racist ass, but I'm not supposed to run this stop sign and get T-boned. You are correct. You see that? You don't have to be delusional. If you're not delusional, you don't have to accept and you don't have to feel defeated. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all have a nice day. I'm about to go over to TikTok, okay? Under legendary Jrock Ebony.